back to another video. Today's question on linked list is implement queue using linked list. The question states that we have a query queue of two types. The type 1 query will be of the form 1x where we need to insert the element x into the queue, and type 2 query is 2, which means that we need to pop the front element of the queue and then print the popped element. Let's have a look at the examples. In case of example 1, the number of queries are 5 and the queries are as follows. The first query is 1 2, which means that we need to insert 2. The next query is 1 3, which means that we need to insert 3. So the queue contains 2 and 3. Next query is 2, which means that we need to pop the front element. So the output will be 2. The next query is 1 4, which means that we need to insert 4 into the queue. So the queue contains 3 4. And a final query is 2, which means that we need to pop the front element, which was 3. So the output will be 3. And the final output will be 2 and 3. In case of example 2, the number of queries are 4 and the queries are, the first query will be 1 2, which means that we insert 2. Next query is 2, which means that we pop out the element 2 from the queue and print that particular element, so the output will be 2. Our next query is again 2, but since the queue is empty after popping out the first element, so the output will be -1. In case if the queue is empty and we are trying to pop out the element from the queue, so the output will be -1. And our next query is 1 3, that is we insert the element 3 into the queue. So now let's have a look at the approach to solve this particular problem. The intuition behind solving this problem is quite simple. The data structure queue is of type FIFO, which means that first in first out, that is the element which is inserted first into the queue will be the one which is removed first from the queue. And this can be implemented using linked list by making use of two pointers, namely front pointer and rear pointer, which are pointed to the first node and last node in the linked list. And whenever we want to insert an element into the queue, we insert it at the end of the linked list, and when we want to remove an element, we remove it from the front of the linked list. The right side of the screen shows the algorithm where we have two functions, namely push and pop. In the function push, we have an argument which is the value of the element which we need to insert. So let's consider initially the linked list or the queue is empty and we want to insert an element 5 into the queue. So first we create a new node with the data value as 5 and the next pointer pointing to null. And then we check whether if front and rear pointer are both null, which is true. So we enter the if condition and we update the value of pointers front and rear as new node. So now front and rear both points to the value 5 and we return from the function. Now again we want to push the element 10 into the linked list or the queue. So we create a new node with the value as 10 and the next pointer pointing to null. Again we check the same condition, which is false in this case. So we move further and we update the value of next pointer, that is rear of next, as new node. That is the next pointer of the node 5 will now point to 10 and we make rear as new node. So rear points to the value 10. So we have looked at the push function. Now let's have a look at the pop function. In case of pop function, we first check whether if front is equal to null. So this condition is where the linked list is empty or the queue is empty. Then we create a int variable val and we assign it the value front of data. So the value of the variable val is 5. Then we check whether if front is equal to rear. So this particular condition is for the case where we just have a single element in the queue or just one node in the linked list, which is false as well. So we are in a else part where we create a temporary pointer and point it to front, and then we make front as front of next, and finally we free the temporary pointer, that is the node 5 will be deleted, and we return the value of the deleted node, that is the element which is popped from the queue. Now suppose again we want to pop an element from the queue. So again we check whether if front is equal to null, which is false. So we create a integer value and assign it to the front of data, that is the value of the variable val is 10 now. Then we check whether if front is equal to rear. So this condition is true. So we make front as well as rear as null. And then we return the value of the popped element, which is 10. Now let's have a look at our actual code. The driver code is already given and we just need to complete the functions push and pop. In case of push function, the argument is x, which is the value which needs to be inserted in the queue. So initially we create a new node of type queue node and assign it the value x. Then we check whether if front is equal to null and rear is equal to null. If both the pointers are null, then this condition is true and we make front and rear as new node and we return from the function. And if this condition is not true, then we make rear of next as new node and we make the new node as rear. In case of pop function, we have three conditions. The first one is if front is equal to null. So this is the condition for the case where the linked list or the queue is empty. So we return -1. The next condition is if front is equal to rear. This condition is for the case where we just have one element in the queue or one node in the linked list. In that case, we create a variable called val and assign it the value front of data. Then we make front as well as rear as null and return that particular value, which is the value of the popped element. And the third condition is where we have more than one elements in the queue. So we create a temporary node and assign it to front, as well as we create a variable val and assign it the value front of data. Then we make front as front of next and we free the temporary pointer. And finally, we return the value, which is the value of the popped element. So we can compile a code now. The compilation is successful, so we can submit. And our code got submitted successfully. So if you found the video helpful, then do hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such upcoming videos on must do coding questions for interview preparations. Thank you.